Troll Nation. Hey guys, just want to pop in really quick, put a quick kind of vlog style video out. I typically don't do these. I'm traveling for work right now. I'm in a hotel. I don't have my camera or my mic with me, but I was coming down here and I saw the PlayStation Classic get announced. Now, for me, that came out of nowhere, and I think it did for most gamers, and that's what makes it really fun, is that Sony just dropped this on us today with pre-releases starting now, or pre-orders starting now, and the release going to be early December. Now, this is awesome for a ton of reasons. For one, for retro gaming fans, this is really cool. Now, for me, I'm gonna get it because I just think it's awesome to look good on the shelf. I have, all these games through emulation, through the actual CDs already, but for gamers that want to get into retro gaming that aren't in the emulation scene, aren't into game collecting, this is an awesome system for them, and that's what I think is really cool. Now, getting into some of the specs, it's going to come with 20 preloaded games, including Final Fantasy VII, Wild Arms, Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3. I've got it loaded on my computer here, and Jumping Flash. Now, Jumping Flash is a game I've never even heard of, so I'm kind of curious to see what that is. But there's 15 more games yet to be announced, so that's kind of neat. It has 2 controllers with it, and it also is powered by USB. Now, the one thing I will complain about a little bit, and that's as of right now, is they said the USB power was not going to be included with it, which we all have USB cords lying around, but it is odd they wouldn't include that in the bundle. But so far, it says it's not in there. It is HDMI, so it's a great way to play some of these retro games on the newer TVs, which is, again, awesome. It's kind of expensive to try to get some of your old games brought up to speed. Like you got to have frame meisters and different adapters, so it can get expensive to bring your old games to life on HD televisions. So this is another way that we can get those. But for me, more importantly, I was talking with a buddy. I'm excited about this because not only are we getting the PlayStation 1 in a classic edition, much like the Super Nintendo and the NES before it, but what Nintendo did is they created a buzz that most people didn't realize even existed by bringing out the original NES Classic. And what we've seen through gaming is that people have a need and a craving to play these old games, and a lot of times they don't have access to them. And so Nintendo did us a favor by releasing that and seeing the sales soar. That led to the SNES, and then obviously Sony doesn't want to be left out, and they released theirs now. So it's exciting to see this because now I'm wondering, okay, are we getting the N64 Classic? Are we going to get a Sega Saturn Classic? Are we going to get a PS2 eventually? I mean, where does it end? It started with NES Classic, but where does it end? So as gamers, there's no better time to be involved in gaming, and then more importantly, retro gaming than now with all of the systems we have and all of the, online capabilities. And then with these, it's just fantastic. So I'm pretty pumped about it. It does come with 2 controllers, and the only thing about the controllers, they don't have the joysticks. So it makes me wonder, okay, obviously if they're going to have 20 games, none of the games are going to have the analog support, so those games are most likely already going to be off the list. But, what games are we going to get? What's the additional 15? I mean, we got the Final Fantasy, so are they willing to put a second one on there? Would they do Final Fantasy 9? Maybe. I think that Metal Gear Solid would be, Metal Gear Solid's fantastic. You got to put that on there, right? Another one I think would be great would be Resident Evil 1, 2, or 3, although I feel like 1 or 2 is probably the better game, but with Resident Evil 2 getting port in the HD port and remade, maybe they'll put 1 on this. There's so many classic PlayStation titles. To pick out 15 more is going to be really hard, and that's really my only complaint. At $100, the price point is a little more. Now, it is a generation better than the Super Nintendo, and the price points have kind of gone $59.99, $79.99, and now we're at $99.99. So, you've kind of gone to $8, $16, $32. So it's kind of interesting seeing it from that, if that's how it's going to continue going. But I think that $100 price point is just right. You guys have to let me know what you think. It is a lot, but my only gripe would be I wish there was more games for $100. Now, again, you break it down, 20 games, it's $5 a game. Not bad. And for games like Final Fantasy VII, that's a steal. So, some of these games are going to be hard to get. So it's going to be cheaper to buy this than it would be to collect. And again, with the HDMI out, that's another fantastic way to do it. I was reading it's going to be quite a bit smaller, even though it looks, just like the original PlayStation. And I'll have some images up here too. I believe they said that it's going to have the button on the front are actually going to work. So like the power button may actually work, and then another button is going to be used to like maybe swap CDs or something like that. Take that with a grain of salt. I'm not 100% sure. But again, like I said, this is just a great time to be a retro gamer. And if you guys haven't seen the release, I just wanted to give you a quick video on my thoughts on it. I'm really excited. Pre-orders came out today, so I need to get that done. And this is just another way for us to kind of bring history back around to modern, modern gaming. I mean, I love gaming on the modern gen stuff, but it's so nice to have the old systems back and kind of get some love for the younger generations, for my kids, for everybody. So let me know what you guys think, and I hope you're excited about this as much as I am. All right, guys, take it easy. Keep trolling.